What is going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome to today's episode of the Weekly Chirp. Stephen Hellmann here alongside Tom Aresco in the nest out west. That's where we're at. We're in Los Angeles, California now, guys. So thank you for sticking with us, staying tuned. We know there's some fellow Eagles fans out here as well, so we're just trying to rep the team as best as we can out here and just get it going. Before we dive into any Eagles talk, I mean, there's not much going on right now, but if you haven't heard, 2 fantasy leagues we're doing this year. Last year, fantasy league, me and you did. It was great. We had 11 other guys in the league, 11 other viewers. So we're gonna do that again this year. But Tom's gonna run a league. I'm gonna run a league. So
in his own league.
So we're gonna have get some more fans this year. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
There's a couple openings in the league that we had last year. A couple of the guys are returning. Not all of them, I don't think. I mean, I can't actually be for sure on that. We have like a group chat on Instagram.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are active members of that. But a couple of them, I don't know if they left the room or they just don't talk in the chat. I mean, I'd leave it if I didn't want to be in that fantasy league anymore. I can't blame them for that. But I mean, I'll have we'll have the details posted and things like that. But we give away a Stitch jersey like one of these. So we got Jenkins here, we got Matthews. These aren't mine, but they're gonna look similar. They're nice Stitch jerseys. So that's our first prize. Person who wins gets that. And last year it was Colin Zatelli, right?
Yeah, Colin Zatelli. Yeah. Did he do it with the Jenkins? I thought he did a Jenkins.
I know we had a contest winner do Jenkins. I think he did. Oh man.
I don't know.
No, he did Dawkins.
Dawkins. It was a black.
It could be any jersey you guys want. So it's cool. We have some flexibility there. We had a Lions fan in the league last year. He probably would have had Calvin Johnson or Matt Stafford, something like that. So that would have been fine. It's all football fans welcome. Anyone who follows us on Instagram, Twitter, all those things.
And we're going to do mostly Instagram contests to get into that?
Yeah, it's going to be like an Instagram contest. Last year I said post your, who you take in fantasy round 1 and why, and we had a bunch of people post pictures and why, and they tagged us in it. And I went and picked from, the however many we had. I picked 11 guys and DM'd them, got their information, and that's how it went. And we picked a great group of guys.
No, we did. It was a very competitive league. Yeah, that's for sure. So you guys keep an eye out for that and how you can get in on that action. Like we said, we're gonna do 2 leagues this year, so there's gonna be a lot of openings. But moving on to Eagles. What do you say? It's like 1 week? Oh, not 1 week. 1 month away from pretty much the first game, first preseason.
Yeah, it's 4 weeks away for when they played Tampa Bay. Saw that on Twitter today, so I was actually pretty pumped up. It's month till the Eagles actually get on the field and play a game, but even less till they get to training camp. And they just finished up that San Diego workout, little vacation for some of the guys.
We were talking about that on Bird Bus. So all the guys are out there.
Pretty pumped up for what's to come, and that's training camp. So.
Absolutely. No, I love the squad that we have this year. I feel like the Eagles have a very tight-knit group, and that they're, like we said, in April, May, by them locking up all these guys, they're really building a family and like a cohesive unit here where the players all want to be here. And even Sam, he's, buying in and, working with the guys and stuff like that, even though he's going to be gone next year. So I think they're doing a great thing.
Sam had that problem about, the Wentz thing and all that, and it's whether these guys work out, if the team's good or not, you have to give Howie Roseman credit for something that Chip Kelly talked a lot about but wasn't really able to develop, which is a good, positive culture. Chip was sending guys away. He just didn't get the respect of all the players because of how he treated people. And whether or not you want to give Howie credit or not or whatever, if you're going to base it off results, that's completely fine. But if you want to look at it as like you have to look at it in a bottle where it's pretty much all I'm talking about right now is how he's handling the team, how this coaching staff's handling the team, and they're handling it better than Chip Kelly was able to handle, guys who had issues and things like that. It seems like they're getting these guys to buy in a little more, and that's very much just as important as the actual players that are on the team.
Yeah, no, I could not agree more. So the scheme, obviously there's going to be a few position battles as we head into camp. Being big one for me is cornerback. What would you say is the biggest one for you?
Most excited. Cornerback's probably the most wide open. With the rookies, veterans, but I think receiver is also going to be a very fun position to monitor as we go along. There's a couple other ones, of course. We can save them for another segment.
Yeah.
We don't have much to talk about for these next couple weeks, so I like receiver, and you know it's obviously this guy right here, Jordan Matthews, leading the way. You know, being that probably the most not sure-handed, so to speak, had a lot of problems with drops, but most reliable Philadelphia Eagle receiver because of the fact that he's familiar with everything.
Yeah.
He's been here, familiar with the players, the locker room, how things are done in Philadelphia in general. Also got really big this offseason, 6'3", probably around 225, 230 now.
Yeah, tacked on some mass.
Yeah, he did. And then you got Chris Gibbons and Ruben Randall coming in, speedster and a possession guy. So those are cool playing receivers to watch who are young. They're not, you know, they're 27 and 24, 25, the two guys' ages. So they'll be cool to watch, see if they can earn a contract. They're both on one-year deals, so we'll see if they have anything going forward for us. And then Nelson Aguilar and Josh Huff are two guys that I think Chip Kelly saw talent in but wasn't able to really utilize their strengths. Whether or not that's them not being that good or Chip Kelly or a little bit of both, I guess we'll find out. But those are the guys. That's the group of 5 guys. And then you know, even going further with pass catchers, you got Zach Ertz, Brent Sell, Trey Burton. 3 guys there that are going to be in the mix, moving around formations. You know, Zach Ertz said that it allows him a little more freedom to move around. He said not to say Chip Kelly's offense, you know, wasn't good or anything. He just moved around a lot at Stanford, and he likes the idea of being able to do it as a receiver to tight end hybrid in this offense. And I think you're going to see a big year out of him. And just the pass catchers, it's going to be promising. They're all young, they're hungry, and they want to. You know, they want to prove themselves.
Yeah, no, definitely. I couldn't agree more. It's going to be a big telling year for Nelson Aguilar, you know. Get the first-round pick invested in him, so hopefully this new system, he can, you know, come out here and, you know, really show us what they got. I think Doug's going to use him well, that's for sure. And then the cornerbacks, I don't know. To me, I think the starters are going to be, I think it's going to be Eric Rowe and Leotis McGill. I think the starters are going to be week 1.
Okay.
What do you say to that?
I'd say that's pretty safe bet.
Pretty safe.
Pretty safe bet. I would say Nolan Carroll has a possible edge over Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe is just young, and they want to bring him along slowly. Him and Jalen Mills are 2 guys that they want to bring along slowly. I think Carroll, coming off the injury, could give Rowe an edge in camp. However, even though he seems pretty healthy, it'll be tough to watch. That's why it's a very, very fun battle, because guys' jobs aren't safe. McKelvin, Carroll, Rowe, Mills.
Brooks,
Denzel Rice, Brandon Brooks,
Ron Brooks.
Yeah. Who did I say?
Brandon Brooks.
That's the guard, which is another very intriguing position. Guard, offensive line, but Ron Brooks. You know, these are some free agents mixed with some guys who have been here, mixed with some draftees, some rookies. So, I mean, I'm very excited to look at these.
I think it's gonna be good. And you have that, you know, that wild card X factor. I've been calling Jalen Mills. It's gonna be exciting to see what he can do this year. I think the preseason games are gonna be great because you have some depth guys that are definitely gonna be fun to watch. And last year we had the Tebow Mania, which was exciting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was very hyped for Tebow Mania, but at the end of that was never going to ultimately lead to anything in the future. This is like, you have guys who are actually playing for the future. You see,
Wentz.
Obviously Carson Wentz, but Wendell Smallwood. But you see guys here that like are going to come up and contribute. So I think it's very exciting to see.
Yeah, another sleeper to look at is Blake Countess, defensive back out of Oregon. He's a corner. A lot of people talk about Mills because he went to LSU and you know had that would have been a first rounder, dropped to the 7th because of issues and injuries and things like that. Blake Countess is also an SEC guy, went to Auburn, big guy, big corner, pretty much the same body, similar body, I'm pretty sure, to Jalen Mills, about 6 foot, 6'1", physical dude. So there's a lot of really fun prospects to keep an eye out for this year for sure.
I mean, we'll definitely keep you guys updated. We'll break them down further as we go into it. But thank you for joining us, guys. We will see you on Thursday for Bird Buzz. Have a great week, and we'll see you then.